living space and backyard oasis at the Hickory Home and Garden Show this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center.
When I walk into Hickory Motor Speedway, you can feel the history that track has seen, the competitors that have competed on that track. And you get a feeling for what this track has been, and you're starting to see a little bit of what the future holds. This season, Hickory Motor Speedway is celebrating their 75th anniversary. And as such, it's a great time to reflect and look at some of the storied history of this track. As you know, it first was a dirt track. And so when I talked to track manager Kevin Piercy about it, he told me a little bit about his history and, of course, the start of Hickory Motor Speedway.
I've been fortunate enough to be a part of 52 of those 75 years. However, I wasn't privileged enough to be here when it was dirt. I've seen a lot of legends come through here, the Harry Gants, the Bob Presleys, John Settlemeyers, Jack Ingrams, the names go on and on. In fact, if you'll look into the Hall of Fame, you'll find out that several of those names in the Hall of Fame did come through Hickory Motor Speedway. So if the walls could talk, I'm pretty sure the conversation would be pretty long.
So again, you get that feeling of the history of the things this track has seen. What if a catch fence could talk? I'm sure it would have things to say. So then we ask Kevin, what is it about this track? What does make this so special?
Well, it's a very special place, and hopefully, we'll continue for years to come. But we're in a little different mode of entertainment. Our entertainment, unlike a football game, if you go to a Carolina Panthers game, two teams are going to show up. And our entertainment, we have to rely on our competitors to entertain and put on the show. And fortunately for us, we've had a great support cast in the competitors, the fans, sponsors, and even our workers. So we've been very, very fortunate to be able to have that form of entertainment and be able to put on something that's extraordinary.
So as we start this celebration of 75 years of racing at Hickory Motor Speedway, we start looking ahead. What can we start seeing that will be making Hickory Motor Speedway last another 75 years? And of course, once you get up onto that track, one of the first things you're going to see is a brand new Jumbotron. Again, Kevin Piercy tells us more.
And fortunately, with the grant money we got, we tried to do something for everybody. We asphalted the infield for our competitors because it was cracking up and getting lots of chunks of asphalt and things on it. So we asphalted the infield for them and remodeled the bathrooms, and then we remodeled the suites for our sponsors. So we tried to do a little bit for everybody, and then there wasn't enough money left to pave the actual track, which is something that's going to have to happen sometime sooner than later. But we did have enough that we could do something extraordinary like this Jumbotron. And this Jumbotron, it's a live feed board. It's not just a scoreboard, it's a live feed board. We could watch movies on it. We could watch the cup races on it. We could put headshots of the drivers. We could show our racing live. So it is multifunctional and an opportunity for sponsors to get their name up there, similar to other venues I've been to where they'll run through a reel of several of their sponsors in the Jumbotron.
Because of the history of the track, there are quite a few big-time races on the schedule at Hickory Motor Speedway, and this year they're going to have a Grand Slam.
They have a Virginia Triple Crown, which is something that has been very popular in that area. They run it through South Boston, Martinsville, and I believe it's Langley or Dominion is the third track. But so we've been trying to think of what we could do to have something similar to that, and we have our own premier events: the Jack Ingram Memorial, the Bobby Isaac, and the Calico Coatings Fall Brawl, Paramount Auto Group, Bobby Isaac. So we have our own 3 events there, and so we decided to add one more, which would be a weekly series race. That's a Grand Slam. So now it's our own 4-event series that pays $5,000 for first, $2,000 for second, $1,000 for third. So it gives some of the competitors that maybe can't afford to run the whole season, they can come run, a handful of races with us and still be beneficial.
Saturday night is the first night of the season at Hickory Motor Speedway, and Kevin tells us what we can expect.
We spend an entire month of February preparing for this event, and you always feel like you're ready, but you're never quite ready. But the date will come, the time will come, and the race will happen. And I expect a good car count. I expect some exciting racing, and I expect that it's going to be a beautiful day. So the fans, the weather's not going to be an excuse for this one, and so I just think it's going to be an exciting day. And first one you definitely don't want to miss because everybody's wound up from being cooped up all winter.
75 years of racing at Hickory Motor Speedway begins Saturday night. For WHKY, I'm Jason Savage.